Hello and welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you are so inclined. In today's video we're going to take a look at 3 awesome headset deals for Black Friday 2020. All of these headsets retail for £100 or more, and all of the Black Friday deals are for £100 or less. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. So at number 3 we've got this, the SteelSeries Arctis 1 Wireless. This normally retails for around £100, but on Black Friday it's coming in at 74, so a saving of about 26%. Now, not bad, because it is wireless and it is compatible with PC, PS4 and the Switch, which is kind of good. It does give a good range of compatibility. Now, the build quality is not too bad. It's a bit rattly, but not very bad. It's very plasticky, but it feels kind of solid. Now, I should mention on the inside of the headband, just next to the padding, which again isn't too thick, there's kind of a lip for the plastic. I don't know if you can hear this, but that's where it just hangs over now. Don't misunderstand, it hasn't caught my hair or caught my head in any way, so I haven't felt it, but still, I just thought it worth mentioning, because it is there. Now, on the ear cups themselves, you've got the micro USB connector to charge, you've got your 3.5mm jack, you've got your volume rocker, and you've got your mute on and off, and it does give you a little beep in the ear, but sadly, no light at the end of the microphone. And the power switch is on the other ear cup. Now, in terms of the mic, normally, with wireless headsets, it's not that great. I mean, this is okay, but it's not massively better. It is kind of nasally, but still, for £74 and a wireless headset, this doesn't sound too bad. Now, the drivers for these, SteelSeries say, are the exact same drivers that they use on the bigger sibling, the Arctis 7, which is an award-winning headset. Honestly, they might be, but they're definitely not getting the same power delivery. The sound that you get out of this isn't bad at all, and for the price it's really very good, especially given that the headset is wireless, but still, it's not on the same level as the Arctis 7, but it's okay, it's pretty good. For the price range, yeah, I'd definitely recommend this headset. I think the mic is okay, the audio is pretty good, and it's not massively uncomfortable. I am kind of concerned for people that have a bigger head, however, because the clamping force can get quite tight with these. Now, the headband itself is steel reinforced. Now, reinforced, I'm not sure if that means it goes all the way through, or whether it's just the brackets here. But anyway, for £74, this thing's an absolute steal. An absolute steal. At number 2, we have this, again from SteelSeries, but this time the Arctis 5. This normally retails for £110, but it's coming in at 75 quid. So a £35 saving, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now, this is not a wireless headset. This is most definitely wired in. And you may be asking, why would I pay £1 more for a wired headset when I could get the Arctis 1 that's wireless? Well, ultimately, a wired headset always has a better mic and far better audio. As I'm sure you can hear through this now, the mic audio is definitely richer, it's definitely fuller, and there's more to it. Don't get me wrong, it's still a bit nasally, and it's still definitely a headset mic, but it's definitely got more to it than on the Arctis 1. Now, the audio through these is leaps and bounds better. It just is. The audio is much richer, much fuller. The high and low end have much more stability. The bass is kind of responsive, not to the extent of a high-end headset, but responsive enough for a headset that normally retails for £110. Now, this does have, as well, this chat to game mixer, which is just a little dial you sit on your desk, and it is rubberized at the bottom, so it does hold its own weight very well. Now, this is a very good feature to have. If you are playing FPSs quite a lot with your friends, having a chat to game mixer is a must-have. Now, in terms of the build quality of this headset, it does feel very rigid. It really does. I'm not sure if any metal at all has been used on it, but it feels very strong. It does. Now, the ear cups themselves do have these wonderful RGB lights. It's a ring light. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it, but they are remarkably comfy. Now, the ear pads themselves are replaceable, which is always good, but the ones that are on are made with a lightweight mesh material, so your ears don't get warm at all, and they're very comfortable. They really are. I did enjoy longer gaming sessions with this headset. Now, in terms of the headband, they've started to move towards the ski goggle design with the Arctis 5. Not quite to the extent of the Arctis 7, but it is remarkably comfortable. The strap itself stops any point loading on your head whatsoever, and it just feels like you're wearing air. But again, if you have a larger head, these may not be the ones for you, just because the headband is so rigid that the clamping force is definitely medium to high, I'd say. Now, the microphone on this, it's not detachable, however. You can just roll it back in to the headset itself. And on the actual ear cups, there's nothing on the right ear cup, which I always like, because that's your trigger finger. But on the left ear cup, we've got where the actual lead to the computer goes in. We have a 3.5mm jack just next to there. Just above the cable, we do have the volume rocker, definitely not an infinity wheel, there is a top and bottom to it. And then you have the mute switch. When it's depressed, you're not on mute. When you undepress it, you get the red light on the actual microphone itself, which is always a fine feature to have. And that's pretty much that. Now, I do like this headset, and for 75 quid, I will definitely recommend it. I absolutely would. I've used this quite a lot when I was doing the original video for it, and I just ended up using it for quite some time. It's a very good headset. With it being wired, you never have to charge it, but you lose that convenience of simply being able to get up and walk around. But there we are, the SteelSeries Arctis 5, £35 off. Bargain. So coming in at number 1 is this, the Razer Nari wireless. Now this thing normally retails for 150 quid and it's coming in at 99.99 on Amazon UK for Black Friday. That's an absolute steal, an absolute steal. This thing is built very well, albeit quite gaudy looking. I said on the standalone video for this that it looked like you're on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, giving it all the shenanigans, but it is a very well built headset. The headband alone has these 2 solid strips of aluminium running over the top, parallel to one another, and beneath that is a very nicely padded Razer suspension bit, which is kind of cool. The way that this sizes to your head, you don't adjust it on the arms here at all they do is swivel. What happens is, when you sit it on your head, it just rests to the right place, which is very, very good, and it is remarkably comfortable. On the ear cups themselves that are an inch thick, they have like a little cutout ridge on the inside to allow your arms of your glasses to run parallel to your head without pressing in, which is also very, very nice. The ear cup is an inch thick, and it's memory foam material on the inside. Now there's 2 materials that cover this. You've got a leatherette around the outside and then a velour on the aspect that touches your ear, which makes it, again, very, very comfortable. And these things do sound great. In terms of the actual buttons on the side, you've got your standard power button, your micro USB charging port, the 3.5mm jack, and then you've got like a chat to game mixer at the side and the mute switch. Now, when you mute this mic, I'm not sure if the camera will pick this up, it does turn red on the end, which is always good to give you that indication that your friends can't hear you. Very much appreciate that one, Razer. Now, with the way that this thing sounds, I'm very impressed. Even when it's wireless, as you can hear with the microphone itself, it's quite rich and quite full. Yes, it's still a bit nasally, but it is a wireless mic. Now the audio is very full, very punchy and very bass driven, which you would imagine from the sheer size of this headset, but they do sound very good. You can accurately pinpoint the higher pitched tones, and the frequency at either side, the highs and the lows, is very sort of strong. It is. Now the 7.1 or spatial surround, again, on a headset, never really works that well. You can kind of hear where people are the direction, but you can't tell the distance. That's the one downside with this headset, but still, it's a 150 quid headset coming in at £100. It's a definite recommend from me. This thing is an absolute steal. Absolute steal. So there you are, number 1, the Razer Nari wireless, £50 off on Black Friday 2020 in the UK. Fantastic news. Now if you did like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and all that good stuff. I'd say if you want to see more content like this, subscribe, but it won't be until next year when next Black Friday is there. But if you do like headset reviews, just why not hit the subscribe button. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, nighttime, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.